right, good morning, you guys. Let's get started here. We're going to go into it. We're going to do a warm-up that basically has all of the moves that we're going to do in our actual workout. So let's get right into it here. We're going to do a chest fly. Make sure you guys can see me on both ends. So chest fly, your palms are facing each other. Push your chest out. Keep your core tight. Your feet are in the air. And then from here, you're going to lower your legs down and going into a fly. Reset back up. Okay, so nice control. Push your low back into the floor. Keep a bend in your arm as your elbows come down toward the floor. Exhale, and gently squeeze the chest as those hands come back together. So nice and control. If you notice your low back is pulling off the floor, point your toes up towards the ceiling more. If you're comfortable, the lower you can go. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, so coming up to standing here, we're going to be in a hinged position. So push your chest out, shoulders down and back. You're going to start with your palms facing up at a 90 degree. You're going to rotate so the palms face down. So arms stay at 90 degrees, chest is out, leaning forward, going out to the side, but the arms are still at a 90 degree and coming back in. So keep that chest super proud. Shoulders down and back. Keep your belly button pulled into the spine. And then making sure that you're staying even on your feet, not shifting to one side more than the other. All right, almost there. 2 more. 2. 1 more. And 1. Okay, let's go into some thrusters. So you're gonna have your weights on your shoulder, chest is up. You're gonna squat down, exhale, push those weights up, squeeze your glutes. So squatting on down, and then exhale, pushing toward the top, shoulders down and back. Squeeze your glutes, exhale as you come on up. Awesome, and for that squat, gently driving those knees out, sinking down, but try not to hinge. You want to have those knees come forward. Exhale, push those weights up. Exhale as you do so. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, let's go into our single leg deadlifts. You can do this with weights or you don't have to use a weight. Most important thing, don't have the weights here. Have them beside the thighs. It'll be less pressure on your back. Have your weaker leg down. Standing on a mat is not a good idea for balance. So I'm going to move this back a little. Or just kick it over. That works too. Your chest is up. Bend that knee. Push the hips back. Drive through the heel. Squeeze the glute. If you notice you're a little unshaky, you can have something near for balance, like I'm near a wall here. So I can use that to tap if I'm losing my balance at all. And then coming back up. Try to do as much by yourself as you possibly can. But if you're losing your balance, you can use that for support. Two more. One more on the side. And switch those sides up. Bend the knee. You should be on your stronger leg now. Push your chest out. Hinging on down. Drive through the heel. Squeeze your glutes. So keep that core super tight. Don't let your shoulders round forward, especially if you have weights. If you have weights, keep them by your side. So further out they come, the more on the low back you're going to feel. And you definitely don't want that. Exhale, squeeze the glutes. Keep that slight pinch in your shoulders. Don't let them round as they come down. You want to keep your chest pushed out. Your core nice and tight. Exhale, squeeze as you come up. 2 more. 2. And 1 more. And good. Let's try and face this so we can see the wall here. We're gonna do some wall angels. Okay, so for wall angels, your hands are on the wall, chest is up, tuck your rib cage, and you're gonna hopefully not hit your pictures. You're coming up and then controlled with those arms staying on the wall. So don't let your shoulders come off. The chest is up. You might have to have your feet further out if your mobility isn't quite as good. So the better you are, the more upright you can stand, but your elbow and your wrist will be touching the wall. So again, some people might have to have their feet out here, or if you're getting tired and you notice your back is coming off where your hands are, then the feet will come out further from the wall. Better the mobility, the closer the feet can be. So nice and controlled, 2 more. Keeping that wrist in line with your elbow. Sliding up. You have 1 more to go. Good. Okay, and rest it out. We're going to get started on that first circuit here. We're going to spend 10 minutes there. Okay, so getting ready. We'll be doing our chest flies down on the floor. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Let's get into those chest flies. Okay, so core nice and tight. Weights in hand. Legs are up. You're going to go wide with the elbows bent. Exhale, hold together. Gently squeeze the chest. Again, the legs can only come as low as you can keep that low back. Push into the floor. Pretend my hand was there. You want to be squishing it as your arms and legs come down toward the floor. Gentle squeeze back together. Nice and controlled. 2 more. 2. And 1 more. And then we're going to go into our standing W's. Together. Good. So, back to our feet. Hinging down. Good morning. Hello, hello. Join on in. Good morning, you guys. Okay, so you're standing over hinge, belly button pulled is fine. Your arms are at a 90-degree bend, and you're just going to rotate so the palms are facing down. Your arms are still at 90. So core nice and tight. Push your chest out. Shoulders are down and back. As they come up, don't let your shoulders hunch. So think of a nice long neck. And again, leaning forward. Keep that core nice and tight. Nice and controlled. Breathing through that motion. The arms start at 90 degrees. And then you're rotating so the palms face down. And back into that start position. And again, try and keep leaning forward. You don't want to lean back. Lean over top of your toes. Almost there. 3 more. 2 more. 2. 1 more. And 1. Okay. Let's go into our thrusters. So you're going to have your weights on your shoulders. Squatting down. Exhale, push up. So from the side, most important thing, keep that rib cage tucked. You don't want to be arching through your back. So tuck your bum, rib cage right here down. Use those weights to push up towards the ceiling. So once you drive through your quads, push your arms up. You don't want it to be a squat to a press. You want it to be a thruster. So you're using paddle legs to jump those weights up. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale as you come toward the top. Keep those glutes super tight. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. All right. One-legged deadlift. You can use weights. You don't have to use weights. You can use 1 or 2. Just keep them pulled by your sides. So weaker leg first. Nice and controlled. Not letting your shoulders go. Drive through the heel. Squeeze the glute, rib cage tight. So again, nice and controlled. Exhale. Squeeze coming tall. But we don't want to let ourselves overarch. Keep your mind in the muscles. We're working the hamstring here, the back of the muscle. So nice and controlled. Hinging down. Drive through that heel that's on the floor. Most of us, it'll be our left. If your left side dominant, your right side should be down right now. Squeeze the glute, coming out towards the top. Don't let those shoulders go, especially if you have weights in hand. Push your chest out and squeeze your armpits. You don't want your weights to pull and come down here. A lot of pressure on the shoulder and on your low back. So keep the weight toward the center of the body. Nice and controlled, hinging down. Squeeze the glute, standing nice and tall. All about control and feeling it in the right places. So again, hamstring is what we're working on this one. Almost. A few more. Last one. Okay, let's go to our stronger side here. So stronger leg down, bend the knee, push the chest out, control to come down. And if you lose your balance, it's better to hold on. Don't try and push through it like you just did there. You're going to pause if you lose your balance, and then drag through the heel, squeeze through. So it's easier to find your balance if you pause and tighten everything up, and then keep going once you have done that. Bring the belly button into the spine, shoulders down the back, squeezing the armpits to the body. All right, nice and controlled. Again, feeling it in that hamstring here. So whatever foot is down, that's the leg of the hamstring will be working. Squeeze the glute, come tall. Try not to let your shoulder go lower than your hip. And you want to keep it level. The lower your shoulder drops down below your hip, the more susceptible the low back will be. We definitely don't want that. So keep that in mind. Almost there, and then we're back to the top. We're going to get one more round or try and finish one more round there. Okay, just about there. One more. All right, let's get down on the floor. Back to your chest flies. One more time. Okay, so legs are going to come down as the arms do. You have a slight bend in the elbows. You want to gently squeeze the chest as the hands come back together. Keep that core super tight. The lower your legs go, the more challenging it is to keep the low back on the floor. So if that's happening, you can just put your toes up towards the ceiling to make sure that that form is right. Again, gently squeeze the chest as the hands come back together. And we want to exhale as well. Two more. Exhale, pulling back together. And one more. All right. Let's go to our W's. On my weights here. So again, hinge on over. Arms at 90 degrees. And then we're going to go up to the side. Reset back. Up to the side. And again, you want to make sure you're nice long neck. So shoulders are down and back. Keep your core super tight. Exhaling as those hands face the floor. Almost there. Three more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's go into some thrusters here. So again, full squat. Use the power of the legs to push those weights up. Squeeze your glutes. Core nice and tight. You want the wrist above the shoulder at the top. Exhale as you come on up. Good, almost there. And 3, 2, and 1. One-legged deadlift. We'll even out the sides here, so I'll tell you when we're halfway. That way we can make sure however many reps you get on one side, you get on the other. So push the hip back, drive through the heel. Don't let your shoulders go as you come on down. You can use a finger for support if you lose your balance. But try to do it yourself if you can. One more and we'll swap those legs. Okay, switch those sides over. Stronger leg is down. Push the chest out. Nice and controlled. Coming back up. Exhale. Squeeze the glute. Rib cage tight. So we don't want to let that arch. Just keeping that one down. Almost there. And rest. All right, you guys, we're going to move on to Circuit B. It's going to be 6 minutes long. This one we are doing on the wall. And then we'll also have some wall bicep curls. So I'm just going to angle it so you can see over here. Okay. All right, so getting ready to go. Grab a quick sip of water and starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's do some wall angels. So arms on the wall, rib cage down. We're going to slide the hands up and control to come back down. You want to keep your elbow and wrists in line. So the more mobility you have, and depending on each body structure as well, if you have a bigger bum, this one is harder to do without your feet being further away from the wall, just because of that arch in the low back. And you're keeping your elbow in line with your wrist. You're not coming all the way up together. So you're keeping this in line. Nice and controlled. Sliding along the wall, elbow and wrist touching. Keeping that pelvis tucked, so not letting your back arch. Almost there. Good. And one more. Let's do some wall bicep curls. So being by the wall just doesn't allow us to cheat whatsoever. So standing nice and tall, elbows touching, you're going to go all the way down and all the way up. For an added challenge, you can do a wall sit for this one as well. But do what's right for you. 3, really squeeze those biceps as arms come up. To hit things here. 4, core nice and tight. Shoulders are down and back. Squeeze as you lift up. 2 more. 2. And 1. Okay. So we're going to do our overhead tricep. You can do this with 1 weight or you can do this with 2. Make sure you guys can see me here. So arms come down. Exhale, push up. Keep that rib cage down, so don't arch. Squeeze your glutes. Nice and controlled as you lower. Exhale as those weights come up. Almost there. 3 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for one more round back to those wall angels. So hands on the wall, keeping that wrist in line with your elbow. Try not to hit things off the wall. Keep that pelvis tucked. Nice and controlled, sliding the elbow in line with the wrist as we come up and down. It's harder than it looks, I promise you. Feel it burning in your shoulders. Almost there. Trying our best to keep that elbow and our wrist touching. 2 more. 2 and 1. Grab those weights. Let's go for some bicep curls. Okay, so palms facing up, nice and controlled to lower. Exhale. Squeeze those biceps to the front of your arm. Core nice and tight. Control to lower down. Again, focus on that burn in the front of the arm. Exhale as the weights come up. Control as the weights go down. Squeeze the front of the arms. Nice and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's go for those triceps. So keep the pelvis tucked, rib cage down. Exhale, push the weights up. Nice and controlled. Just about there. Feeling it in the backs of the arms here. Squeeze those glutes, belly button, pull to the spine. And 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. Shake it out. We have time for a couple more wall angels. That clock is just about to go. Again, push that low back against the wall. Sliding up, try not to knock anything off. Almost there, last couple seconds. Exhale, pull those hands down. Wrist in line with your shoulders. 1 more, 1 more. All right, good job, you guys. Rest it out for now. We're gonna move on to our glute challenge. Hello, for anyone who's joined, hi, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so get ready. We're gonna do our glute challenge. I'm just gonna angle you guys. Let's see, so you can see a little more here. Okay. So for this last part, we want to be near something for balance. So a nightstand, a wall, just something that we can support ourselves with. We're going to start with a standing knee horizontal glide. So that means we're coming forward and kicking back. That's going to be our first move, okay? So 40 seconds, and then we'll do a 15-second pulse. So the pulse is always going to be at the hardest, which is going to be this part at the end, okay? So getting ready, 3, 2, and 1. So whenever we're doing these moves, we're doing all 3 on one side. You always want to start on that weaker side. So most of us, that's going to be our left. I'm starting on my right just so I can show you guys those demos. Also, it's a little confusing. So we have our standing knee glide with a kick. So you're coming across on a horizontal plane. Really squeeze the glute at the back. We're nice and tight. So we have 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go into a 15-second pulse. Okay? Almost there. And we are pulsing at the back. So squeeze that glute, kick that foot back, just gently, keeping that core nice and tight. Really focus on that butt muscle working, so the top one here. Okay, so squeeze, squeeze, and 3, 2, 1. Shake it out for a moment. You have your knee drive now, so we're going to come up and then kicking up. So curl up to the top, rib cage down, and then kick that leg back. If you want a little extra, when you come up, you can go right to your toe and get your calf muscles in there as well. But you certainly don't have to. Do what's right for you. Squeeze nice and tight. Coming up, kicking back, And then we're going to pulse in 3, 2, we are pulsing. So squeeze nice and tight. We're pulsing that glute at the top. You should feel at the top of your butt muscle here. Okay, so stay tight. We can do this. And 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake it out for a moment. Fire hydrants. So keep your supporting leg bent. You're going out to the side, little kick, and back in. Going up, little kick at the back, reset down. And it's all about control here. No jerky movements, okay? Be nice and easy on the back. Keep your core tight. Squeeze that glute. Make sure, again, you're not moving through the low back here. So keep that pelvis tucked, which will protect your low back. Okay? Just about there, and then we're gonna pulse at the top. Couple more seconds, and we're going in that pulse, and then we'll switch the sides and pulse. So pulsing up. This is all intentional though, so squeeze the glute. We're not just like shifting our hips, we're actually squeezing the glute, working through that muscle. Almost there. Last couple seconds, and then we're switching sides. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Hi, hello for anyone who's joined. Come on in. So we're gonna switch. We're going for a near horizontal glide, so that's coming forward and back. A little harder to see on the side, I apologize. And again, bend that supporting leg. Don't let it lock out. And you're gliding your knee on a horizontal plane as high as you possibly can get it. So wherever that is for you today, and then a little kick at the back. Squeeze that glute, make sure it's intentional. Okay, looking good. Good, we're gonna go for another 7 seconds, then we're gonna pulse it out. So pulsing is always at the hardest part of that motion, so we'll get it back. 3, 2, and we're pulsing. Squeeze that glute, core nice and tight, bend that supporting leg. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you're bringing your knee up, tuck, and then kicking back. Coming up, and you can even go right up to your toe if you want to get a little extra in there, get some calf work going. Coming up, tucking, and kicking that leg up. Squeeze that glute. Core nice and tight. And again, we're doing this all on one side. So all 3 moves are done on one side. And then we switch after all 3 moves are done. So always on that weaker side first, and then we match it to our stronger side. And in 5 seconds, we're gonna go for a pulse. 3, 2, and we're pulsing up. Squeeze the glute. Again, this is all intentional. You don't want to move through the low back. We're pulsing up and down. And then we're gonna go into fire hydrants to finish off. So pulse for 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake it out for a moment. Let's go to our fire hydrant. So bend that supporting leg. Leg comes out. Little kick up, back down. Out to the side. Little kick up and back down. It's all about control. Squeeze that glute. Keep your belly button close to the spine. Think of a nice long neck so your shoulders are hunching up. All right, just about there. We're gonna let it burn. Finish off this first round nice and strong. Just about there. And 3, 2, 1. We're pulsing at the top. So little pulses. Squeeze that glute. Nice and controlled. Keep this leg bent. Almost there. And we're back to the top. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, shake it out. Back to that first side. So we're going to our horizontal knee glide. So coming forward and kicking back. Forward, and think about loading, like coming forward and then kicking hard as you come back. Exhale, squeeze that glute. All right, looking good. Second round. You're gonna let it burn, again, keeping that supporting leg bent. You don't want to lock it out. Woo. Almost there. We're gonna pulse in about 6 seconds here. Okay, so pulsing at the back in 3, 2, and pulsing at the back. So squeeze that glute. Little kicks here. Controlling it with that butt muscle. Good. Letting it burn. Almost. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So coming up and tucking, and then squeeze the glute, lifting up. And up. Nice and controlled. Tucking in to the body. Squeezing that glute as you come up. All about intention, okay? Nice and controlled. Driving up. Squeezing, lifting through the top of the bum here, so you should feel it right in here. Tighten that up, really squeeze that muscle. Good, we're almost into the pulse. And 3, 2, and now we're pulsing up at the back, squeezing that bum muscle. Heel comes toward our opposite side. Little pulses before our fire hydrant. Okay, almost there. Squeeze tight. 5 more seconds. Don't let it go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out for a sec. Fire hydrant. So out to the side, kicking back, reset in. Out to the side, kicking back, reset in. So again, not letting that leg straighten out. So whatever leg supports us, we want to keep with the bend. Nice and controlled motion. Don't want to jerk around that low back. It's more susceptible to getting injured, so we want to be super careful here, keeping our pelvis tucked, our core nice and tight. And 3, 2, we are pulsing up and down. Squeeze that back glute, the one that's working right now. Squeeze right at where the crevice is. Stay tight for 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, switch the sides, guys. So again, we're starting with that knee glide. So coming forward, kick back. Keeping a bend in our supporting leg. Squeeze the glute. Nice controlled motion. Bring that knee in. Kicking it back. Woo. Let it burn here. Almost. 10 more seconds and we're going to pulse it out. Second round here. We can do this. Woo. Letting it burn for 5, 4, 3, 2, and pulsing up and down with little pulses. Again, working through that butt muscle. So make sure you're really tightening up that glute. Squeeze. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bring that knee up and then kick up. Coming up, rounding, and then squeeze the glute, lifting up tall. Nice and controlled motions. Bringing the leg as high up as we can when we kick back. Push through. Squeeze that glute. Second round, we're just about there. Finish off nice and strong. We have one more round after this. And we're pulsing in 3, 2, and pulsing at the top. Squeeze the glute. Nice and controlled. Keep that bend in our supporting leg. And then stay tight. Almost there. And then we're going to fire hydrant to finish off this side. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, then that supporting leg is out. Kick back and in. Nice and controlled. With that motion. Slow coming out to the side. Squeeze that glute. Reset back down. Breathing through. Keep that belly button pulled to the spine. Think of a nice long neck. Don't let those shoulders hunch up as we start to get tired. You can use whatever you're leaning on for support. Awesome, looking good. Just about done. All right, just about at that pulse. And 3, 2, and we are pulsing. So pulsing at the top here, squeeze the glute, core nice and tight, keeping the bend in that supporting leg. Almost. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last side. Here we go. Horizontal glide, kick at the back, squeezing that glute, nice and controlled. Almost there. We want to finish off just as strong as you started here. Good, just about there. Squeeze that back glute. We're nice and tight. Right, just about there at that pulse. 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, and kicking out the back. Squeeze that glute nice and tight. Keep that bend in the supporting leg. Breathing through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Coming up and then kicking up at the top. So rounding in. Squeeze that glute, lifting up. But we don't want to push to the low back here. So keep that low back nice and tight. We don't want to see movement through here. Okay, so stay nice and tight. If you feel anything in the lumbar, take it down a notch. Don't come up, and then be careful with that kick back. Okay, keep your mind in those muscles. You want to be intentional with your movements. Almost there. Good, just about at that pulse. And 3, 2, and we are pulsing. So staying up, squeeze that glute, keep that core nice and tight, pulsing that heel back. Breathing through. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fire hydrant on this side, coming up, kick back, and in. Nice and controlled, keeping a bend in that support leg. Exhale as the leg comes up. Control as it comes back down. All right, just about there. And we're going to pulse in 3, 2, and we are pulsing. Again, keeping a bend in that supporting leg. You want to be intentional with that movement, not pushing to the low back here. Squeeze nice and tight. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go to our other side, which should be your stronger side. Okay, because for demoing purposes, this is actually my weaker side. That's okay. We'll even it out this week. So you're gliding that knee in a horizontal plane at whatever level you can. The higher you go, the more challenging it'll be. And then squeeze that glute as you kick back. Really tighten up. Good, almost there. And 3, 2, and we are pulsing. Squeeze out that glute, keep it bent in that supporting leg. Pulsing, stay tight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring up and kicking that leg back. Rounding up, and then as you bring the leg up, squeeze as tight as you can. That glute, keep your core nice and tight. Just about there, you guys. Stick with it. You can do this. Even if you have to take a moment to shake it out and loosen up the butt muscle, keep on going. You can push through it. Almost. And 3, 2, we're pulsing up at the top. Squeeze that glute. Then supporting ourselves, leaning on whatever, a nightstand, a wall, chair, pulsing through. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, fire ended. Last one. Up to the side. Kick. Back in. So coming up as high as you can. Kick that leg at the top. Small little pulse back. And bring it back in. Just about there. Almost. Last one on that last side. Finish off nice and strong. Squeeze tight. We're almost at that pulse. And 3, 2, they're pulsing. Last one, make it count. Almost. You can do this. Hang on. Last couple seconds of the workout. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, let's do some stretching. Okay, so we're going to start by slowly rounding down. Pretend there's a fence here, so lifting up, and then coming back towards yourself. Trying to go one vertebrae at a time. Rounding down. At the bottom, you can hold your elbows, or you can hold onto your legs, whatever's most comfortable. You're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And get even a teeny bit closer to the floor. And again, deep breath into the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth, getting a little closer down. 2 more breaths. In through the nose. Exhale. And one more time, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. And we're going to hang out here. So if you're holding it, you can fold the back of your legs. That's great. But if not, the front's okay too. We're again folding and supporting at your elbows. Whatever feels best to you. Okay, so we're going to hold here for another 7 seconds. And then we're going to slowly roll up. So pretend you're stacking one vertebrae back at a time. In 3, 2, slowly rolling up, keeping your chin tucked all the way to the top. We're nice and tight. Tuck your pelvis. Slowly. Okay. Let's go into a pigeon pose. So you're going to start on both knees. Hello, hi to anyone who's joined. Thank you. Good morning. Okay, so we're just doing our stretch here. So you're going to cross your ankle in front. I like to hold this one back while I kick my other leg. And then you're going to round on down as best as you can. So when you're in this stretch, try not to lean left or right. You want to feel this stretch on whatever leg is bent on the outside of the thigh. For seconds, and we'll flip those sides up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's swap those sides. So again, starting on the knees. Cross one leg, the opposite one of the one you just stretched. Take your other leg back, and then round down. And again, same as even as you can. Try not to shift to the one side or the other. Stay even. 10 more seconds, and then we'll move into a crab hold. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go into a crab hold. So, the more flexible you are through here, the closer hands, the less flexible, the further out. Okay, so do what's right for you. Pull the shoulder blades together, scoot your bum down, and then lift your chest out toward the ceiling. And again, you always start by initiating by pulling the shoulder blades together, scooch the bum down, and then lift the chest up toward the ceiling. And you'll feel this around your chest and shoulders. Just keep lifting up toward the ceiling. If you want to get extra credit, you can go into like a hip extension, but you certainly don't have to. So just keep lifting the chest up like you're sunbathing on a beach, pulling the shoulder blades together. We're going to hold here for about 15 more seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently relax. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Awesome work today. It's nice to see you guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. All right, high fives, you guys. Way to get it done. I hope you have an awesome start to your week, and I will see you on Wednesday for our core. Yay!